Hey everybody, it's Rob Garrow here, and I'm with Trophy Taggers, and we're super excited to be here today talking about big bucks. The weather's nasty, and we want to show you what we like to do to dial in big bucks, call them in, and what we do to get record book bucks on our wall.
I kind of like to turn like this because I don't know if there's anything out in the fields that's going to see the movement, but I just kind of trying to get at it. And usually I'll put these horns down. I like to keep these horns though kind of close, and I like them touching. Because if they come into your area but they just don't have you locked down, I like to take my one hand with my bow in my hand, and I'll take that one hand and just tickle them a little bit, and you'll be amazed at what little sound will just bring them right to you. Just that one last little piece. They know the area, they know where they want to be, but they just don't know where you're at. Tickle them things together just a little bit. That's all you need. They'll come right to you. All right, the other thing I like to use is my grunt call, my grunt tube, which every deer hunter in the woods has got one. I got the old trusty Mad Call from Mark Drury. This thing's got to be 8-9 years old. It's got the old Snortweeze tube, plastic welded to it. I don't know. It's worked for me. If it's not broke, I don't fix it. That's the thing I always go by. But I had a nice buck come out of through this orchard one evening on a doe, and he come out into this grassy field. And up here in northern Michigan, you just don't hear the deer being vocal like you would out in Wisconsin or Iowa or Nebraska or Illinois. You don't hardly ever hear a snortweeze. You could probably ask 100 people up here, hunters in northern Michigan, and 90 of them have never heard a snortweeze. The deer up here are different. They don't act like deer. There's too much pressure. But that particular night, this buck snortweezed, and I couldn't believe it. It's the first time I've ever heard it. So I did it back at him. And he stood there, and he stared down in here. You could just see he was getting angry, and he did it again. He snortweezed again, so I did it again. And that's all it took. The other thing I like to do is I grunt, and I've had a lot of success with that, just like a lot of other people, but them little pop grunts seem to work. They just love that little. You barely just gotta, just hardly blow just a little bit, just to get that little pop, pop, pop. And what it's supposed to sound like is, you know, when they're kind of after that doe, and every time their feet hit the ground, and man, it just drives those bucks crazy.